Hey everybody, channel's called Driving Home. I'm Lamont and welcome to another one of my videos. So in this video, I wanted to update my old tour video. I recently got a comment, more so a reminder. I've been wanting to shoot this video for maybe a year, but I didn't have the equipment to do it. I just got this phone. It has the wide angle feature on it. My old phone did not. And the cameras that I have, though, are supposed to shoot in wide angle, they had their limitations too. And when I tried to do this video months ago, it just didn't come out right. So now here I am. I'm out in the desert in Arizona on vacation. I've got plenty of time, and I thought, why not? Let's try and do a tour video. Mostly give you guys a good look around the inside of the rig, and hopefully you'll be able to see it a little better than in the previous video. Now I'll admit the comment I recently got was not inaccurate. I think the person used the word terrible, meaning the video was terrible because I only focused on one part. And yeah, I'm not doubting that either. Be honest, I got news for you. All my videos are terrible. Just be honest about it. But in the spirit of trying to do a little bit better, no promises there, let's see if this video, I can at least move the camera around and show you guys a little more of what I got going on the inside of my rig. And again, comments, positive, negative, anywhere in between are always welcome. I have no problem with any of it. So enjoy. To reach from the back, like when I'm filling water, I have my water filter and some emergency lights and things like that. This is my air conditioner, the mini split that I installed about 2 years ago almost. This is the inside air handler, and along this wall I keep a propane hose for my portable propane fire pit that I made in an ammo can. It's down here on the floor. When we get down lower, I'll show you that. And just a hook for some storage. In this crate here, I have my propane for my shower. I have some tools over here, just some soldering iron and hot glue gun, just things that I might use frequently. And then I have my hot water heater over here. So down low, we have some barbecue briquettes for my barbecue grill, extension cords on a spare propane tank in case I run out on my shower or need it for anything else. This is that ammo can propane fire pit in case I'm in an area where there's a fire ban, like you can't burn wood, but maybe they'll allow a gas powered fire pit. I can use that. A couple of smaller propane bottles. Usually use those for the fire pit, but in case of an emergency, they can be used for the shower or to cook with, something like that. And then this is my 6-gallon gray water tank for the sink. Under the sink, this thing is like for washing clothes, if you want to wash clothes in a bucket. And then I have some more storage under here. Now on the right side of the garage space, again, really this is all storage. All the yellow buckets, storage, a bag with my RC car in it. This is where I store it. Here at the bottom we have the trash can, bucket toilet, and the 2 red buckets at the bottom. Those are just tools. Down here under this cabinet, that's just storage. I had to store my spare tire and some more tripods, along with an extension ladder. And inside this wooden cabinet, this is like camera gear, and over here, more tools and my rocket stove. Because right here on the very edge of the garage is where I keep my laundry supplies. this area is the kitchen. I have a little bit of storage up top for seasonings and my knives on a magnetic strip that I have mounted to the wall. The countertop is about 5 feet long, and it's just 2 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood stacked together. And then I cut the hole obviously for the bar sink. It's just a very small bar sink, but I got it for like $6 at one of these discount stores because it was supposed to come with a faucet, and the faucet was missing along with the hardware for the sink. But for $6 I couldn't pass it up. And besides that, I prefer to have this kitchen faucet in here. I could run hot water through it if I wanted to. I could just turn on the propane and run it through the hot water heater, but usually I just leave it on cold water. In these drawers, now the drawers I got from IKEA, and then I just kind of built my cabinet around their cabinet, if that makes sense. But it works well to store my kitchen utensils and plates, pots and pans, things like that. And then I added these swing latches to lock the drawers so that when I'm traveling, the drawers can't come open. And that's been working well for the last few years. Now right here under the drawers, I just store a 4-foot by 6-foot canopy in case I need a little shade, and the weights to hold the legs down. So we'll just consider this like an extension of the kitchen area. Up top here, I have just kitchen supplies, Ziploc bags, plastic wrap, foil, more utensils that I rarely use, but stuff that I just kind of like having in the rig. This is a new addition to the rig. I put this in here about 6-8 months ago. This is a Ninja air fryer. Before I had this in here, I had 2 more of these plastic totes stored here and here, but I thought this might be a little bit more interesting. And the totes, I just moved those under the bed. Right here is my vacuum sealer, so that I can buy in bulk, vacuum seal, and put stuff in the freezer. I have a 95-quart Dometic dual zone. It's a refrigerator on one side and a freezer on the other. This was one of the first things I purchased. I guess it's been about 7 years now, and it has held up very well. I actually had the thermistor go out on the refrigerator side, or the side I like to use as a refrigerator. And so it was freezing everything, both sides. Well, no matter what I did to the thermostat on the refrigerator side, it would freeze everything. And I had to basically buy a replacement thermistor that I found on eBay. I think it was just under $10, along with the paste and the other stuff you need to do that repair. And it probably took about an hour and a half with me fumbling through it and watching a couple of YouTube videos as I was doing it, backing up, making sure I was kind of doing it the right way. But that worked out well to repair it just before the trip actually, and I got a chance to test it for about 24 hours and it was working fine. So now it's been a little over 2 months, or almost 2 months, and it's still working the way it's intended to. So I was happy about that. I got to kind of extend the life of my refrigerator. Now, under this refrigerator, directly under it, it would be a little hard to show it to you, but I'll try and show it to you just on the camera footage. But that's where I have my water tank. It's a 45-gallon water tank, and that supplies water to the sink and to the shower. So just below my refrigerator, I have the 45-gallon water tank back here, and then more storage. And then in this area here, this cabinet, I should say, I just recently built this while I was here on vacation, and before I had a cardboard box, and it stored my water. So now with this cabinet I built, I can just keep my drinking water in here, and it works out well. I've got these two latches or thumb screws on it, so when I buy more water, I can take the cover off and just stack all my water in here, and then put the cover back on, and the cover keeps the water from falling out. And it actually holds more water now that the cabinet is taller than the cardboard boxes that I was using. So I got some more water to stock up my water supply. So after taking off these thumb screws here, we can remove the cover and get access to the water. There we go. So now we can just stack the new water in. What I'll do is I'll move these out the way and put the new water at the bottom and put these on the top. And that's what it looks like when I've got it almost full. So now we just put the cover back on, and I can reach through whenever I want a bottle of water and grab one. These little plastic crates is where I basically keep my toiletries, stuff that I might use that's easy to reach, quick and easy. Behind it is the space that sits over the cab of the van, the cab where I'm driving at. Before this was closed off. You couldn't see it, you couldn't see over it. There was no door, no access to it at all. So I had to cut it out to create an opening. And then inside of this space, I have, this is storage basically. There's some plastic containers, and in these containers I have just stuff that I might need in the event of, like, there's a spare water pump in the event that my water pump fails. I have a spare diesel heater in the event that my diesel heater fails. And just a few extra things. And I keep my my little vacuum up here so I can vacuum crevices and corners out every now and again. It's easy for dirt and dust to accumulate. I've done videos about my shower, but this is the shower curtain rod, this rectangle. This is the shower curtain that's twisted up. Outside, there's a tub that would sit right here on the floor. The shower curtain would drop into the tub, and the shower head here is where the water would come out. I keep this cover over the Max Air fan because it's not supposed to be mounted directly above a shower because they're not good with water. So I keep it covered up unless I actually need it to blow air inside the rig. Then I can pop these magnets off and get fresh air in the rig. So now on the opposite side of the rig here, this would be the passenger side. At the very front, I have my electrical system. That's my Renogy charge controller and my Renogy 3000 watt inverter. And then on the back wall, my converter, in case I plug into shore power, and my fuse box back there on the wall. So now in front of the electrical is where I built some pantry storage. That's been working well. And just below that, I've got storage for my cast iron and my carbon steel pans. On the opposite side of that wall is kind of like my information center, place for me to store my remotes and my control for my diesel heater. Above the bed, we've got more storage for clothes. All my clothes are up there. So I have another junk drawer. This is more or less for electrical stuff. Cables for my phones, walkie-talkies, things like that. And then of course the bed, and under the bed I've got more storage for miscellaneous items, smaller items that, to be honest, I didn't know where else to put them. So they go under the bed, under the mattress, I should say. And then under the bed, again, more storage, 2-burner cook stove, a couple more totes for supplies. And at the very end, you can see my exhaust, or the exit for the hot air on the diesel heater. The diesel heater is actually buried up against the wall behind these containers, and I think it'll be a little challenging to see that. Well, that's going to do it for the tour video. I thought I'd close the video off by showing you this amazing Arizona sunset. Thank you all for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.